Pictures of Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S26 series have surfaced online, and they're giving us an early peek at some bold design choices. These leaked dummy units showcase the Galaxy S26 Pro, the Galaxy S26 Edge, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And interestingly, some of these designs might remind you of what Apple is preparing for the iPhone 17 Pro, or even what Google has done with the Pixel 10. The images come from well-known leaker Sonny Dixon, who has a reliable history of accurate information. According to him, Samsung is sticking to three main models again this year. At the top of the lineup sits the Galaxy S26 Ultra, the biggest and most advanced device. The standard model will reportedly be called the Galaxy S26 Pro. And here's a surprise: instead of a Plus version, Samsung might be reviving the Edge branding for the mid-tier model, calling it the Galaxy S26 Edge. That name hasn't been used in years, and its return signals that Samsung is ready to give it another shot. Now, the standout change comes with the Galaxy S26 Edge. Based on these dummy units, it looks like Samsung is introducing a horizontal camera bar at the back. If that design sounds familiar, it's because Google has been using it for several Pixel generations. And recent leaks suggest Apple might also adopt something similar for the iPhone 17 Air and Pro. But here's where Samsung's take is different. Even though the S26 Edge will have the look of a camera bar, the actual cameras will still sit vertically. The LD flash hasn't moved either. So, technically, it's not a completely new layout. It just creates the appearance of a wider, bolder camera design. As for the number of cameras, the S26 Edge keeps things simple with two lenses, the same as last year's Galaxy S25 Edge. Leaker Ice Universe has added some interesting context here. He explained that this bigger camera island isn't only for looks. By expanding the rear module, Samsung is freeing up more internal space. That space can house certain components, which in turn leaves more room for a larger battery. Reports say the S26 Edge could be equipped with a fourth 200 mAh battery, which is a healthy jump from the 900 mAh battery in its predecessor. What's more, Samsung might actually slim down the phone while increasing its battery capacity. The thickness could drop from 5.8 mm to 5.5 mm. That's a rare combination. More power in a thinner device. Shifting to the overall design, all three models, the Pro, Edge, and Ultra, seem to share a consistent look with rounded corners. This lines up with earlier rumors that the Galaxy S26 Ultra would lose its sharp edges and adopt a softer shape. For users, this means a phone that feels smoother and more comfortable to hold, especially for long periods. Another detail that stands out on the dummy units is a small circular dip on the back of the phones. This is believed to signal that Samsung is including magnets to support native Q2 wireless charging. Q2 is the new wireless charging standard designed to be faster, more efficient, and easier to align thanks to magnetic guidance. If Samsung adds this, it would be a meaningful quality of life upgrade for Galaxy users who prefer wireless charging. Compared to the Galaxy S25 lineup, which had a cleaner and flatter back without a big camera island, the Galaxy S26 models are embracing a more traditional, camera bump approach. Earlier leaks also hinted that the Galaxy S26 Ultra would come with a bigger camera bump to fit upgraded sensors, including improvements to the main and telephoto lenses. So while the S26 Edge might end up looking more like a Pixel or iPhone, the Ultra is being set apart as the true camera powerhouse in the lineup. It's worth keeping in mind that these dummy units only reveal the back of the phones. We don't yet have confirmation of how thin the devices actually are, or how the fronts look. Still, these leaks give us a pretty solid idea of where Samsung is heading with design this year. The strategy seems clear: keep the Ultra steady and familiar, play it safe with the Pro, and experiment more with the Edge. That strategy makes sense when you think about it. The Ultra is Samsung's crown jewel, loved by fans who don't want to see drastic changes. On the other hand, the Edge can appeal to people who like the idea of a new design, especially one that takes inspiration from rival brands, but still want to stick with Samsung's ecosystem. It's a balanced approach, innovation without alienating loyal users. If these leaks turn out to be accurate, the Galaxy S26 series could represent one of Samsung's more noticeable design updates in recent years, particularly with the Edge model. The big question is whether fans will embrace the new horizontal style camera bar or prefer the cleaner look of past models. Either way, it's clear that Samsung is closely watching its competitors and isn't afraid to adapt. So, what do you think about these changes? Will the return of the Edge name and the new design direction make the S26 lineup more exciting, or do you prefer Samsung's older style? One thing is for sure, the Galaxy S26 series is shaping up to be one of the most talked about smartphone launches of next year.